I can tell you. Welcome back, everybody. This is She and I. I am your host, Beloved. And like always, I have my very special host with me,
India Marie.
Oh, India Marie and Beloved, the husband and wife duo you didn't know you need, but you got us and we are here to stay. This is the best thing to happen on a Tuesday. Well, damn it, since Monday. Give it up for yourself one time. You already know the vibes. I laughed because I did not want to mess it up like I did last week.
Good job.
That was heavy on my heart.
Very good.
I felt so bad last week. Listen out there, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Like, subscribe, hit the button so every time we put a new episode up, it comes up on your phone.
Y'all been doing good.
Yeah, YouTube is going up.
Going up.
Yeah,
I didn't listen. Subscribers are going up.
I didn't buy this camera to get like 10 views. I'm cool with my 100.
So run it up.
But I didn't buy the camera to get 10
Listen
views.
to us on YouTube so you can share it.
Yeah, share it, bad boy.
It's easier to share it on the video. I don't know. I prefer, because Beard is always like, why don't you listen to the podcast? And I'm not a podcast person. I'm not. Whoa. Even though I do this podcast, I don't listen to a lot of podcasts.
I don't even know you listen to any podcast, to be honest with you. I listen to so many.
So it has to be like a specific topic, right? So, for instance, when I was selling clothes, there was this one girl who did a podcast on clothing boutiques.
I see what you're doing here.
And she talks about everything from marketing to going to market and shopping and how to buy your clothes and when you should buy your clothes and how much you should spend. So that was very specific to that moment in time. So, but there's not like a podcast that I just listen to on a regular basis.
Shit, I got so many, I don't even want to start naming. However, I listen and I watch them as well. If I'm not listening, I watch them. So, hey, check us out.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I did watch last week's episode was a very popular episode. And I know that those type of episodes get more views anyway because people are nosy and they just want to be in your business. I don't think it's nosy. I think that our demographic is people in relationships. And so I think the reason why we talk about the things we do is so that we can help other people. Because a lot of times if you are married and you don't have a lot of married friends or you just don't have a lot of friends that are in the same space as you're in within your relationship, it's hard. Right. And sometimes it can just feel like you're on a lonely island by yourself. Like you're by yourself.
And I think that's the biggest thing, right? I think why people like episodes like last week is because, hell, everybody thinks that they're going through whatever issue by themselves. They probably out here like, man, Barry and India, boy, they look like they got it together. Man, they got it together. I want to be just like them, but not so fast. It may seem like everything is good to go, but we also go through issues just like everybody else. And I'm pretty sure there are a lot more people out there going through some similar issues that you may be going through. So don't think you're going through it alone. And it's also hard to tell your friends because your friends get to judging. Oh, I can imagine you telling Amber something about me. I go around Amber. Amber, my girl, too. I go around Amber. She can't stand me no more. That'll hurt my feelings. That'll hurt me. So, you don't want to tell everybody what's going on. You can only tell a certain amount of people.
It is hard to tell your friends because as much as they say they won't judge the
situation, they gonna judge.
They do be judging.
They gonna judge. I'm going to tell you right now, one of my friends, it was India's friends, she's my friend, but listen, she's going through an issue, and if she takes her boyfriend, they end up getting back together, I'm going to look at him a certain way for a little while, but then I'm going to come around. But in the beginning, I'm going to look at him a certain way. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I don't like the vibe. Anyway, this is the exact reason why you shouldn't tell your friend stuff. See what I just did? Because she may take him back or they may get back together. Who knows? But see, now I got to adjust. You know what?
I have no comment.
I stumbled upon something, man. It's also hard, too, because some of your friends are so loyal that they inherit beef. Like if you got a problem with somebody, they're going to inherit that beef innately. And then God forbid you and that person start back talking again. And now me and you can't be friends no more because now you and that person are friends and I'm beefing with them. Now I'm beefing with you for having me beefing with them. It's a big ass revolving door.
Well, I would say with this particular friend though, if she chose to take this man back, I wouldn't say anything. Would I approve of it? Not necessarily. But this friend has also seen Beard and I at our very lowest.
Boy, we've been low.
And
to the floor.
She has never not once said, don't take Beard back.
Because that's my girl.
Like, even in college,
she was my girl then.
She never said, like, don't take him back.
I'm going to say her name. So, we always been 10 toes down. That's really my friend.
I let my friends make their own decisions. If they ask me for my opinion on something, well, actually, I started because I have very strong opinions on stuff.
Lord,
so what I've started doing with my friends now is I'll ask like,
too strong.
Do you want my opinion right now?
Too strong.
Do you want my opinion right now? If they say yes, then I give them my opinion. If they don't, then I keep it to myself.
I would say no every time because she has an opinion that's going to probably err on the negative side. But she means well to her friends.
I am very realistic. Baird is not.
I like to look at the glass half full. You like to look at every glass half empty.
Likes to put icing on top of shit. And I'm not doing that. If it looks like shit and smells like shit, it's some shit.
If it's gonna taste a little bit better, then why not? You know what I mean?
No, I don't do that. That's not how I live my life.
But anyway,
I am sorry, y'all. I have to take a pause because I need my inhaler right now. Because it sounds like I'm like taking breaths.
She turned into a 95-year-old lady.
I apologize for the disruption.
I don't get this. Like, how old did COVID make her? COVID took part of her lung out, I feel like. What just happened?
I couldn't breathe. Well, I mean, I could breathe. It's just I was talking and I felt like I was like...
Damn, take a breath. You're trying to do everything in one breath to get everything out.
It wasn't flowing the way it needed to be. And we only 7 minutes into this episode and I couldn't keep sitting there like that. So I had to
wanted to see you do the inhaler. We wanted to see you do it. Like, didn't y'all want to see her do it? Yes or no? I wanted to see her come in.
You see one inhaler, I wanted to see her do it.
No, I would have laughed so hard.
But I'm fine. Ready to go.
Christmas. All right, anyway, man. But yeah, thank y'all for listening to the last episode. It was a hell of an episode. I had a good time. Didn't know we were going to take it there. I'm happy that we did. So you guys can know. I even mentioned that day when we recorded, one of our friends reached out to me and was telling me about issues that her and her husband were going through and saying that basically she was at the point of no return. Like she wanted a divorce. That's what she told me. And it was funny how that episode just kind of wiggled its way into our psyche. So, hey, man, if y'all like that episode, thank you. If you didn't hear it, shit, stop this one and go back and listen to it right now because it was probably the most transparent episode that we've had in a long time.
In a long time, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, we've had some before, but that one was the most, that was the most transparent one we've had.
Well, it's current life. I mean, at this point, if you've been listening from the beginning, we're 3 years into the podcast.
I mean,
so I think, is it 3? It'll be 4 years in February.
We're going to do episode 200, man. I want to do something cool for 200. I've been working on trying to get a guest to come on for 200. Man, I hate when I try to get guests and they don't respond back. Listen, I'm trying to get you a little money too. I'm trying to get a big name guest on, but I'm still gonna shoot. I'm still shooting, so don't you worry. Podcasting is life, and I love it. So hey, there it is. What you want me to do?
Podcasting is life,
and I love it, and I love the life. All right, anyway.
All right.
Anyway, without further ado, I got some things to talk about that we didn't cover last week, so I'm going to get right into it. Hit the button.
During the week, we got deep. Chill. Let's talk on the podcast.
Yeah, that's what I want.
I don't think they need to hear you sing that every week.
Well, they need to just pause that part and then skip it fast. So all you do is 30 seconds, it'll go straight through it. Hit the little 30-second mark. If you hear it coming up, and if you don't want to hear, I'm going to do a concert. One day I'm going to do a live concert, bro. Just going to open my heart up to let y'all hear me express myself how I want to be expressed without the hater with me. You feel me? So come on out and get ready to listen. Anyway, This happened about 3 weeks ago. We've been so all over the place for the last 2.5 weeks, we never got the chance to talk about this.
What?
I wanted to ask India the question, speaking about like breaking up and things. Do you remember what Kanye did when he and Drake had that concert, right?
I didn't watch it. I told you I don't watch any of Kanye's content.
He expressed his love.
I'm anti-Kanye right now.
He expressed his love to his ex-wife. Well, I don't know if his ex-wife then, but Kim, by inserting her name into a song. Now, let me ask you the question I thought about. As a woman, would you find a gesture like that flattering, or would you find something like that annoying?
Annoying. For sure.
And why though? You know what I mean? Like,
because
that's a big grand gesture.
Don't do these grand gestures because I know you full of shit at home.
How you know that?
Why you think that girl ain't taking him back?
We don't know. Don't nobody. I'm asking you though, from your perspective. I don't know why she ain't taking.
Because a lot of times men will do grand gestures and they're still full of shit at home. Don't put my name in a song and you still out here acting crazy.
All right, cool. Now watch this though. What if he wasn't acting crazy at home? What if they just had a small disagreement and he's been trying to get in contact with her and she's already kind of laid the foundation and said she didn't want him back?
Them folks got 4 kids.
They got 3 or 4.
I am sure they did what they could.
But listen, man.
Because to have 4 kids and choose to divorce after 4 kids.
They got 4 kids and unlimited money. You could
they do have unlimited money, but it's also still like, what makes you think they didn't try to make it work? I think she had been miserable in the marriage. Kanye has been outwardly showing that he needs inward help for a long time.
Yeah, not necessarily. That's what people be saying. He need help. But he when he talked about that later on. All I'm saying is,
I'm uninterested.
Do you feel like that you went to, I just say me and you, right? I messed up. I did something crazy. I don't know what I did. Let's go ahead and say I cheated. Small cheating, not the big cheating. I was sometimes let's go ahead and do this too. Just put it out there. It's different sizes of cheating. It's not a one size fits all. If I cheated, let's say I was trying to think of a small size cheating. Let's say I was caught.
A kiss. That's a small size cheating.
I was about to say a hug, shit. But a kiss, let's take it there.
What kind of hug are we doing? Are we grabbing asses during the hug?
Hold on, though. We already have established this a long time ago. Kissing is more intimate than sex.
Okay, and I won't stand on that. I'd rather you kiss somebody than have sex. So there we go. We're not going back and forth about that no more.
Kissing.
Okay.
If I kiss somebody, come on, get it together now. If I kiss them in the mouth and you saw me, and then I went ahead and did a grand gesture, like, I don't know, put your name on a billboard and said, "Come back to me, girl." What would you do?
No, I wouldn't take it.
Damn, that's like, So why can't grand gestures work anymore? Why don't grand gestures work anymore?
How many other shit you could have bought, like?
All right, so I took that same money. Okay, cool. I took that same money. Let's say I didn't pay for nothing. I just did it in a public forum. I knew you were going to be at a party or something or a space, and I came through there, and I told the DJ to make the announcement on there.
No, because now everybody know you messed up.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm not saying I messed up. I'm just saying let the DJ know that I love you. He says it over the microphone. Hey, I got my boy B-Love in the house. He just wants India to know that he loves her.
I personally don't like that type of attention, so it's gonna be enough for me. It don't matter what scenario you throw at me, because I just feel like it's unnecessary. If you're not giving me that same energy at home when we by ourselves, don't give it to me in front of a crowd of people.
Maybe he was, maybe I just messed up once or twice. This is like a slip up or something right now. This is not like an everyday or a frequent occurrence.
You're asking me how I feel about it. I'm telling you, it does not matter the scenario. I do not want that. I would not ever want that.
I'm trying to make it work for us. I'm doing everything. I got a quick story too. I remember this one time a long time ago. I was friends with this young lady, and man, she's still cool. I think I haven't seen her in so long, but I still think we cool. I don't know. But anyway, this young lady had a boyfriend when I met her. And I remember vividly that they were going through something. This man stood up in church. You know, when the church and the doors of the church are now open. And then the preacher asked you to come on down. This man came on down, grabbed the microphone from the pastor, and confessed his love and his sorrow for this young lady.
See, no.
In front, this was in college too, so mind you, this was a popular church
This
in
must
college
have been
days.
there past the Vinny church.
I don't know
that's
who
the only
church it was.
that could, that type of
I don't know.
foolishness could have
I don't know
gone
whose
down.
church it was. But this man, when the doors of the church went open, he knew she was going to be there. He said, you know what, I got to get my woman back. He walked down there and said, listen, I made some mistakes and God forgives, and I want to ask her for her forgiveness right now. I don't know if he said that, but it's something that I would have said. And I don't know, she didn't take him back. I do know she didn't take him back. However, how would you feel about a situation like that?
I would have got up and walked out the church.
Damn, that's ugly. That's ugly.
I would have got up and walked out the church.
Has there ever been anything that anybody's ever done to get you back before then? You say you're just a stone cold killer. Like what happens?
No, because to me, once it's done, it's done. Like,
so
there's
no kind of gesture or anything could like bring you back to a person.
No.
All right.
No, like.
It's gonna just
I'm
pause
trying to.
long,
no, because I'm
right
trying
there.
to think. First of all, the only person that's ever tried to get me back was you.
It's a lie. Somebody else had to have tried to get you back. You don't just put that on me.
It wasn't.
Put that on me, girl. I'm not gonna believe that. I'm not gonna believe that.
Why?
Because you ain't never had no other boyfriend beside me.
Beard, I've been dating you since I was 19.
But you act like
So what am I supposed to do? Go back to the niggas from high school?
Yeah, somebody would have tried to get you back. We got you a little teddy bear or something like that.
No, the last guy that I was in a serious relationship before you, we dated, we broke up, and he was so hurt that I broke up with him that he never tried to get me back.
Boy, she always make herself look good, don't she? Oh, I ain't never seen nobody that tries to make themselves look like they just did everything right, except this one.
I was a relationship girl. I was good in relationships. The niggas wasn't.
What makes you so good in a relationship? What do you do now that's good? I'm just asking a question.
And then now this week you asking for an argument. Like
I'm
that's
just asking the question. Now, I mean, you do things that's good.
So
what did you say? This your highlight?
May have called a couple of times, but he never just tried to get me back. And honestly, he was doing so many other things to piss me off that he would not have had a chance. Like he had niggas like watching my every move when I went to MTSU.
That's too much.
Like he knew exactly who I was talking to when I got to college.
That's different though.
And
that's called a stalker.
to me, it was just like, you don't have a chance in hell.
I got a name for that. It's called stalking. I'm not doing that, but I'm also trying to get my woman back. So like I don't know, what lengths am I willing to go to get my woman back if I really want to take it there? Like even Kanye.
To me, it's about your actions. But no, actions within the relationship. Now you going and buying some stupid grand gesture and you embarrassing me in front of all my friends.
Doing a grand gesture. It's not necessarily having to buy one.
Don't embarrass me. Don't go to the club and tell nobody you love me on
DJ,
the microphone.
Say it on the mic.
Like
B-Love loves India.
Unless the only time that's acceptable is if we are genuinely in a good place. If we're in a bad place, don't fucking do it.
Why would I want to do something like that? If we good, I'm not going to tell the DJ.
Exactly. You just proved my point.
Listen,
Thank you very much.
I want to express my love.
That on a regular basis, you don't do shit. You don't do no grand gestures. You don't do none of that. But the moment you mess up, that's when you want to pull all the hats out the fucking bag. Keep them, keep everything tucked in your bag and go save it for somebody else because I don't want it. At that point, I don't want it.
I've never seen anybody on a plane go up, as soon as they sit on a plane, pull down the oxygen mask. You know why? Because it's there in case of an emergency.
No,
I'm not going to pull down the oxygen mask of love.
That's why men are so terrible. Like, men are just so stupid.
I'm not going to pull it down.
You should be doing all the grand gestures throughout the entirety of our relationship. My first time seeing your grand gesture is when you fuck up and you trying to get me back. I don't want you back.
But see, no, the reason why I'm doing a grand gesture, the gestures that I'm doing throughout the relationship are great, are good, are very, very substantial. But the grand gesture happens when it's time for an emergency situation.
If you've cheated, the only gesture that you can tell me to make me take you back is with your words and your actions. You don't have to buy me shit.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't have to do nothing unless you give me cash money.
So that's gonna take you back?
That ain't gonna take me back, but it's gonna go over well and you shouting me out at the fucking club.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to India. Tell I'm in the club right now and I love her. That's what I'm doing. Ooh.
Okay, you keep that ghetto ass love over there where you at.
It ain't necessarily gotta be in the club though.
You keep your hood ghetto stuff
what if I get
over
a radio,
there.
What if I get a radio ad?
None of that.
Or a podcast ad or something like that?
No. Don't embarrass me. If we're talking about like our current life, I know too many people for you to be taking out radio ads telling me that you are sorry and that you love me.
I'm never gonna say I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say, hey, Indy, I just want you to know that I love you and I'm thinking about you.
Again, let me go back.
What's wrong with that?
Instead of just doing what you're supposed to do and using your words, which would be apologizing.
I've done all that.
And okay, so if you've done all that, all it takes is time. Whenever I feel like coming back around, if I ever feel like coming back around, then I'll let you know. But past the apology, I don't want nothing else.
All right, check it out now. So staying here, keeping it here. Kanye, right? He made a song about her new boyfriend. Now listen, what if I know you have a new boyfriend, but I still think
Pete Davidson really a new boyfriend?
Hey, here it is right here. Hold on, here it is.
God sent me from that crash just so I could beat Pete Davidson's ass.
Who?
How you feel about that? What if I did something like that to you? I'm going to run it back.
God sent me
Come
from
on
that
now.
crash
Come on. That's a good song
just so
too.
I could beat Pete Davidson's ass.
I would not take him serious.
Man, why though? Like I'm saying, I made a song.
I wouldn't take that serious.
I'm putting all my love out there. I'm putting my heart on my shoulder.
I would not care.
That's crazy.
I would not care.
Basically, I'm putting myself out there in a manner that I have never done before to show you how much I love you. And all you gonna sit here and say is, I don't care.
That could make me care.
I don't care. I don't care.
You can run the beat back and I can rap it over the beat for you. I don't care. Don't care.
Dang. So it's like that. Like if I knew you had another guy you were dating, but I think
leave me alone and let this other man treat me the way I'm supposed to be treated.
We don't know what he doing. Let Big Daddy come back and show you a good time.
Until he proves otherwise.
Let Big Daddy come back and show you a good time. So I'm trying to do, bro, put that tea bag in your life. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to come back to let you know what you
miss. If you ever deal with a guy in real life like this, fucking run.
Like who?
Run.
Like me?
Yeah. The examples that you're giving, nobody wants that.
I'm telling you, man, if a guy it's a guy right there. If you've ever messed up, and you got your girl back.
Girls who take guys back after doing stuff like that, they just don't know their self-worth. That's all that is. They don't realize that there's somebody out there so much better for them that's not going to treat them like that, that's not going to only do the big gestures when they mess up. Like there are guys out there that exist like that, and so you don't have to put up with nobody.
The crazy part about it is, keep going, I'm sorry.
Does that. It's the issue is that some women have low self-worth and they're going to keep taking these bum ass men back who keep messing up, who keep coming with the big gestures to smooth it over and then to repeat the same cycle for him to just do it again. So no, there is nothing you can do. You can't rap my name in a song. You can't put my face on a billboard. You can't do none of that.
Right there.
You can't do none of that.
Billboard say, hey, missing.
You can put my business on a billboard and support me.
That's what I'm gonna say.
You can take out an ad for my business and do that. But guess what? I'm still not taking you back.
I'm gonna make a billboard with your face on there. Have you seen her? She's missing. ... from my life. Baby, come back. Oh, fire. I'm gonna get that billboard made and I'm gonna put it up with this episode too. You don't believe me, do you? That's the type of gesture that I'm on. I'm doing stuff like that. I'm not just playing with you.
Well, I'm letting you know right now, Bear. Should you ever decide to lose your mind and do something like that, and that's the gesture you come back, by the time you even think of the gesture, just know that I've already gone to the divorce lawyer.
What if I get my car
So it doesn't even matter of how much money you trying to spend. None of that matters. None of it matters.
You keep getting to something I want to talk about. You keep kind of segueing me there, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. Anyway, Indy is not here for the grand gestures, but I want to ask anybody out there Send me a DM, man, if you've ever done a grand gesture to get your woman back. And this is what I was going to say. We always focus these issues all on the men.
No, I want the ladies to DM me and tell me what's the biggest gesture that a guy has ever done for them that actually made them take the guy back.
I bet it's something out there. They ain't gonna tell you. I bet it's a lady out there right now that's dealing with a man who did something this big and he still got her back. So imagine if he did a grand gesture. Something huge. Put your face on the billboard like I'm gonna do. Have you seen her? She's missing from my life. Oh, come on, man. Come back to me. That's all I want. Come back to me. That's gonna work. I don't care what you say. She can laugh all she want. Face on the billboard. Face in my place later on that night. You feel me? And then my face gonna be down. You know, my face gonna be when she come back. Anyway, I want to get into something else.
You are sick. I can't even believe that your mind works like that to think that type of stupid stuff will work.
I bet it work. Man, I seen Hitch. And ever since I seen Hitch back in the day when it first came out, make it like it's new, right? When I saw Hitch for the first time, and when Will Smith was doing the grand gestures, like, man, renting stuff out, I'm like, man, this is player. Like he was taking them on dates. But I thought to myself, at any time, if we have an issue that I can't repair, like with something fast and quick, and I have to do a grand gesture, I'm putting your face on the billboard. I already thought about this. This is already in my head. So get ready. It's coming. Like last week, hey, you wanted to divorce me and it wasn't like equally yoked. We were equal last time. We both wanted a divorce. But if you want a divorce and I don't, be aboard. All divorce lawyers,
have
block
you ever
this
seen
number.
Somebody want to waste their money so bad?
See?
Have y'all ever seen somebody that wants to waste their money so bad?
Do not answer a call from 901-6, and then I'm just gonna leave it out there like that. I'm gonna put your whole number on there. Divorce lawyers, don't answer. Don't answer on the billboard. Anyway, real fast. Speaking of calling people and things and that nature.
That sounds like harassment to me.
Nah, it's
sounds
not
like
harassment.
You want a restraining order.
Harassment is what you said your ex-boyfriend doing, getting people to follow you to college. That's strange.
He didn't follow me to college.
I know. You said he got people to watch you while you were here.
He had friends that went to MTSU.
It's nasty.
And somehow, like when I did talk to him, like on just some random stuff, he knew exactly what I was doing. I was like, that's weird. Why do you know those things? Who told you those things? And then he told me who told him those things. And I stopped talking to those people who told him those things.
See what I'm saying? But that's strange. Anyway, back to what I'm trying to get to. Calling on the telephone. Fellas and ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask everybody. This is a question that I want to pose. How many times can you call your significant other and they miss your phone call in a row before you get mad or get angry at them? What's the allotted number? I called Indy the other day. At least 7 times. She was at home by herself. Now, we'll talk about something else later on, but she hasn't been feeling good. Now, I'm like, damn, that's why she got inhaler. What if she's passed out? So I'm calling, she didn't answer the phone. I called back, she didn't answer the phone. I called right back, she didn't answer the phone. She calls me back. Probably about 10, 15 minutes later. Oh, my bad. My phone was in another room. What's up? Man, I was so upset and distraught. I couldn't even talk. I said, you know what?
We
don't worry about it.
Where we talked about this last year.
Damn, we did?
Yes. Because, that time I was out and my phone died.
Ah.
Yeah, you were like really, really upset then. But I've already told Barry
that's right.
that I'm taking like a little bit of a social media break. I am I'm like spending more time with God right now. And so you don't realize how addictive social media is and how much you check it like constantly every day. And so to me, the best thing was for me to delete the apps off my phone and just leave my phone in the other room. Because when my phone is in the other room, I don't even think about it.
Hey, so I was upset. You hear me?
This particular day, I I think I was giving Blake a bath and I was getting him dressed.
Possibly.
Or no, it was probably earlier in the day. So I was getting him dressed to go to gymnastics. And
Saturday, that's right. It was Saturday.
I picked up my phone and he had called me 4 times. And I was just like, I hope everything's okay.
So what's the number,
I had
right?
already given him the heads up. What I actually said was call me on the traffic school phone, the business phone, because I would have that one in case, somebody had called the phone that morning.
The number, though, I need to know, how many times are you allowed to miss a phone call before I get mad? And I'm talking about in a row, like not like sporadically throughout the day.
My thing is, back in the day, everybody didn't have phones, right? And so with our cell phones, it has granted immediate access to you through multiple channels.
This is true. It's true.
And so I'm in a space where I don't want that. I don't want people to have 24/7 access to me. Obviously, my husband can, but if I don't have my phone on my hip or in my hand all day, then that's just what it is.
But let me tell y'all something, fellas. Don't believe the hype. If you go out right now today and you go out to anywhere, lounge anywhere, vacation, if you don't answer your phone within the first 1.5 rings, when she call you, divorce. It's over with.
But that's
immediately.
different.
See,
That's
different now.
because you
What
knew
if I don't
want to
be found? What if I don't want to be found? I go out. I don't want to.
You knew that I was at home.
Okay.
So had I left the house, I would have had my phone with me. You would have called. I would have answered the phone. I'm in the house. I don't have to have my phone in my hand all day while I'm in the house.
You don't.
I'm not gonna do it. And granted, I used to get mad at my mama all the time.
You sure did.
I would call my mama. I'd be like, "Why aren't you answering the phone, lady?" And she was like, "Well, I don't have to have my phone glued to me all the time." She said, "I just didn't have it. It was in another room." And I used to get so frustrated.
Sounds good.
But now I'm like, I get it.
Sounds good.
You don't want to have your phone on you all the time, and so I think that
she about to lie.
So the situation that I'm going through right now.
She about to lie. Some water, man.
I think that if you're constantly thinking about the situation or whatever, negative, or I mean, not even necessarily negative, whatever situation that you're going through or thinking about, it's like you automatically draw that energy to you, right?
Yeah.
It's like people who, what's a good example? For instance, people who don't believe in the COVID vaccine and people who are conspiracy theorists and people who sway the opposite way when it comes to the COVID vaccine.
Okay.
Again, let me say, this is an example. I don't care either way. When you're on social media, you're constantly getting served that content.
Okay.
You are literally drawing that content in, right? Because you've already watched one video of it.
It's your fault.
And now that's all you see.
That's your
so
fault.
You don't see any other information that goes the opposite way.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's true.
So with me and the things that I'm dealing with, I had searched a situation.
That's why.
And because I had looked it up that one time, it's all I was seeing.
People do a good job.
It's all I was seeing.
It's serving ads.
So it's not even ads. Like on Instagram, it's not even necessarily ads. It's just, it's the algorithm, right? So it's like, for instance, if I watch fashion videos all day, one day.
Right.
That's all I'm going to see. If I watch birthing videos, that's all I'm going to see. I have pulled up my Explore page one day after looking at a birthing video, and all I saw was vaginas coming out of, babies coming out of vaginas.
I thought you were going to say something like vaginas coming out of the phone.
There are pages on Instagram that show births. Like, that's all I was seeing, right? Nails. I'm looking for nail inspiration.
Let me tell y'all something, because one of these nails right here, not that one. Can I hold your hand up? Lord have mercy.
Leave me alone. It broke.
I was going to say it.
I'm looking up nail designs. Next day, I go to my Explore page and all I see is nail designs.
Yeah.
So it works that way with negative information as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kept seeing it. Like, I kept seeing it. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just finna stop. Like, I'm just finna take this stuff off my phone. So, like, I removed all of my social media from, like, my home.
Everything.
Like,
cleaning.
from my phone. I
hear all that. But why you answer the phone?
Cleared out my phone. And so the way that, like, my mind works is, like, even though I've cleared it off my phone, I know exactly how to get back to it, right? And so the only way for me to not completely go to it at all is for me to completely delete everything, and I don't want to completely delete everything.
She want to head first into trouble. She just knows it's coming head first.
Yeah, so for me, the best thing for me to do during this time is to just leave my phone away from me.
You got to take a little sabbatical, huh?
So, like I said, people used to survive back in the day.
I love it.
Without having their phones attached to them.
I love that idea.
It makes, even with me, like over the past week, since I haven't been so attached to my phone, I feel like I've been more present with Blake. I feel like I've gotten more things done. What are you looking like that for?
Keep going.
What are you looking like that for?
I just moved my eyebrow a little bit.
No, you didn't.
Been more pleasant.
Anyways, I've got more rest. I've gone to bed earlier. Like,
you lying.
I have.
You go to bed at like 12 o'clock every night?
No, I don't. I've been in the bed before 10 every night, which is an improvement for me.
All right. So good. I'm happy about all that. I'm happy about all these improvements that you're making. Point remains.
You're complaining about me not having my phone. I have no answer for you because I'm in the house.
But
at the end of the day, and I talked to my mama about this. I said, Mama, we really just need a house phone because...
Hell no. I'm not buying no goddamn landline.
Why?
Because it's more money. Nobody needs a landline.
Everybody needs a landline.
Who out there has a landline right now?
If you have a landline, let me... If the power goes out, guess you're still going to be able to do.
Don't you say that.
What are you talking about?
If the power goes out, you still gonna make a phone call from your landline?
Since when can you?
Don't. I'm sorry. I married her.
No, wait
y'all
a minute.
Didn't listen. Y'all didn't marry her. I did.
No, because I remember my
she
phone.
She dyed her
working.
hair blonde because she wanted to give you the true essence of a blonde. If your power goes out, your landline is connected to an outlet, a power outlet, then your phone
if you
will
have
not work.
A corded phone, then yes, your landline telephone will work during a power outage. If you have a cordless phone, then it will not work. I grew up in a house where I always had a house phone, one that was on the wall. Okay?
I ain't never had no house phone on the wall.
Up until high school, we always had a house phone.
I don't believe that,
So that's
man.
why I know that when the power goes out, your phone still works.
But who has a landline right now? For real, the majority of people in the world, who has a landline phone?
I mean, older people have a landline, but it's also because you don't realize the importance.
So you hold on.
Of having a landline.
You mean to tell me you have an inhaler and now you want a landline phone?
I'm just trying to figure out what's so fucking funny because I don't understand what you're laughing at.
How old are you turning?
It doesn't matter how old I am. At the end of the day, if the power... Nashville's weather has been ass lately.
Right.
So let's say the power goes out. Nashville's weather, like Tennessee's weather has been worse than anybody's weather right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how it is up north. I ain't been looking up north, but we've had terrible weather. So let's say, for instance, the power goes out.
Talk about it.
And we're done. The power goes out for multiple days. All of our phones die. We can't call our parents.
Your phone ain't gonna die charged up. That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean the phone's not gonna die? It's charged up.
My phone stayed.
The last time 40%. We had those tornadoes come through, most of Antioch lost power. We know somebody, she lost power for like 3 days and she had to keep going to a friend's house to charge her phone.
That's wild.
You don't have to do that if you have a landline because really you just need the landline for emergencies.
So what do you want for Valentine's Day?
A landline. I want a house phone.
And some albuterol.
I want a house phone.
And some albuterol.
I already have the albuterol. I don't need that. And I tell you. Bear, you about to piss me off.
I'm finna buy her a Life Alert, some Depends, albuterol, and a landline for Valentine's Day. Give it up for
I don't even understand, what's the joke behind it?
I'm getting you a Life Alert. I can't wait to get you a Life Alert for Valentine's Day. I want you to wear it on the podcast, too. Right here. I'm falling and I can't get up. I want you to wear that.
Your jokes are not funny right now.
It's not even a joke. It's a serious thing.
It's not funny.
I don't care.
It's not funny to me. Cut it out.
Oh, so
before I walk off.
See, now she upset for real. See, now she's gonna.
Do you think I want an inhaler? I've never had an inhaler my entire life. You sitting over here making a fucking joke over me needing an inhaler.
I'm sorry.
Cut it out.
I'm sorry. We're going to cut this whole part out because COVID did that. So let me just carry on because she's getting too serious.
Anyways.
Eyes that we can't even have. Listen, fellas.
Everybody needs a landline.
Keep the fun in your relationship.
Because if shit hits the fan, I can at least call 911 if I need to.
There it is. I'm moving on. There it is. Give it up for India one time and her soliloquy about landline.
And when I do get a landline, I'm going to take a picture and post it on Instagram for you niggas so I can tell y'all to get one.
She's really upset about me not wanting a landline. I'm not having it. I'm not having no landline in my house because of one.
I bet it's cheaper than what it was back in the day. It got to be.
Of course it's cheaper than what it was back in the day. It was the only damn use of communication. Of course, it's going to be cheaper, so don't even look it up. But it's still an extra bill that you're not going to use. The only time...
That's not true, because if we had a landline, I would probably tell my mom to only call me there. Unless
only
you wanted to FaceTime
phone.
Blake. Your mama is the one who can't do it because she got to FaceTime Blake every day.
That's right. So what does that have to do with anything?
I'm saying I would actually use it. Hey, just call me on the house phone.
We about to box something on my mama. Y'all don't play around.
I don't care.
Man, let me go ahead and get through this episode. We almost there. We've been doing good. See, last week we were doing good. This week, boy, we came on here fired up about a landline telephone. But this is how it starts, right? I told y'all last week. The arguments always start off like something super small.
No.
You know, it's like this could be a real argument for us right now. Like if we weren't on the podcast, it could start off as a landline. And then I'll like show that.
So it actually doesn't even have to go on the wall. It could just be a regular, like I wonder how they look now. It could just be, as long as it has a cord on it, right? So that's fine. As long as it has a cord on it, we can have a landline. Your grandma got one.
It's my grandma. How old's my grandma?
It doesn't matter.
Are y'all the same age?
But guess what?
What?
You can get in touch with her.
I can.
No matter if anything happens, you can always get in touch with her.
I'm not believing. I'm going to have to look this up, man. And if I'm wrong, I'll come and go here and say I'm wrong.
Wrong about what?
About the power goes out, the phone will still work.
Oh my gosh! I literally just read it to you.
The AT&T,
straight from the Google.
The AT&T say
straight from the Google.
So everything on the internet true now. The AT&T ain't saying y'all don't know if
gosh.
it's true or not. Please, y'all, if you got a landline phone out there,
do landlines need electricity? No.
Where did it come from? No, like what website? Is it reputable?
Oh my gosh! Like
Give me
now you want me to go to AT&T?
I need the AT&T. I need Nashville Electric Service. Give me somebody else.
Home phone, landline, and long distance. Crystal clear communications. I mean, crystal clear connection.
That don't even sound. Look. Hold on.
It's $39 a month for a traditional home phone.
You can get a cell phone for that right now. Boost Mobile can pull you through. Show the picture. Hold on. Stop. Scroll back up.
What?
Scroll back up.
This is a young lady.
That's not a young lady.
Looks like
Okay,
she's probably
anyway, thank y'all for
30s.
tuning in. We not gonna just keep beating the drum about landline phones. If y'all want to hear us talk about landline phones more, we'll talk about it on Instagram
like
Live.
The
or
old
something.
people, okay? I'm sick of this new world. I want to be like the old people. I want a landline telephone. I want to grow my fruits and vegetables in the backyard. That's all I want to do.
You know what else you want to do?
That's it.
You want to trap people. Let me go ahead and get into something real fast.
Now unqualified advice from B Love and B Love's relationTIP.
I got the keys, the keys.
Pick the one that we're going to get.
This week, B Love's relationTIP is not coming from landline telephones. No, it's not.
They got some cute ones out there.
Bro, if you don't stop talking to me about a landline phone, I'm about to shut this whole computer down right now. Anyway, fellas out there, this tip is for you. Listen up. Your wife may be trying to trap you.
What?
It's a conspiracy going on right now that no man is safe from. It's a war outside, I'm sorry, that no man is safe from. And it's all about wedding rings. Now listen, sometimes I leave my wedding ring laying around.
All the time.
Sometimes I wash my hands. I take my wedding ring off and I lay it down. Other times I'll be in the gym and I'll leave it at home and I'll forget to put it back on. India thought of a solution. Blake lost my first wedding ring. Okay, cool. It's been lost for a long time. It was $45.50. Get another one. I went to Walmart and got one of those.
Why you keep saying that, bro? That's not how much that ring costs.
$45.50. I went to Walmart and I got me a
you
rubber.
Ungrateful. That's what you are.
I got me a
just
black.
Damn ungrateful.
I told y'all this rubber ring, and I've been wearing it. All of a sudden, I left. We were arguing that week.
Look, this one right
Bro,
here ain't got the one with the cord.
We were arguing
service.
that week, and I left my ring sitting around. The next week, I put my ring on, and I started to notice that, man, something inside this ring that don't feel right. The more and more I scratch my finger, the more and more I was like, damn, this shit is burning all of a sudden. I kid you not. India put some kind of powdered chemical inside of my ring that now I have a permanent burn mark around my ring finger.
Y'all gotta be a complete idiot to believe what he's talking about right now.
If you're on
First
YouTube
of all,
right now, I'm gonna try to
listen. He keep talking about the ring that I originally bought him that he claims was only $45.
Right there. I have a burn
Guess
mark.
what? That ring didn't irritate his skin. It was non-allergenic.
It was a great ring.
It was fine, but he went and bought his little cheap old rubber ring because he lost his real ring, and his son broke him out, and his son left a line around his finger.
Does that look like a line to you?
It's done burned his hand, but guess what?
She put chemicals in there.
Had he not lost
and
the original
burned.
ring, he wouldn't be sitting here with a burn mark on his ring finger.
It burned a perfectly ring-sized burn mark.
He would have been better off getting a tattoo.
That's what it looks like. I was about to say that. It looks like a tattoo. So, fellas, there's a war outside that no man is safe from, and it's your wife always wanting you to wear your wedding ring no matter what. And I'm fine with that.
Since when do you not want to wear your ring?
I'm fine with wearing my ring.
Okay,
but if
so what are you talking about here?
Get done.
Why are you sitting here laughing?
Let me get
Y'all
done.
know what this is. Y'all know what this is. Barrett couldn't find a tip, okay? So he's on here lying to y'all, trying to give y'all some bullshit tip.
I got plenty of
tips.
tips.
So he looked down at his hand, saw this stupid little burn mark on his hand, and decided to sit here and lie.
I had a
if
serious
you think
tip.
that I would put some sort of burning powder on the inside of his ring, I don't have the time in the world. Okay?
That no man is safe from. And I don't mind wearing my ring. I'm not saying that I don't mind. But in the event that I do forget my ring, she wants to make sure something's there.
Is that he's been wearing this rubber ring for over a year, and that's not what those rings are intended for. He bought that little cheap ass ring from Amazon, and it's not intended for you to wear it 24/7 the way that he does.
Well, listen,
he wears it as his regular ring, and that's not messed his hand up. It's like when you used to buy jewelry as a kid and you used to turn your hands green. That's exactly what just happened to his hand, except this is worse because it's permanent. Okay? It has to heal. He's gonna need some cocoa butter on it.
In my ring. And now I have
But
chemical
had he not lost the
conditions.
original ring, guess what? He wouldn't have had a burnt hand.
All I'm saying is, fellas, watch your ring. Wash it out. Look at your finger. Make sure nothing's there. I had another tip. Don't play me on my tip because my other tip was, and I was going to save it for next week, but since you want to try to make it seem like
for next week.
I don't got any
But
material.
just know that this week's tip is some bullshit and it's not true.
It's the 100% true. Don't let her fool you. She's a savage. And ever since I told her I was getting a divorce, this is the type of shit I got to deal with now. So watch out, fellas. Don't say you're getting a divorce and then turn your back on your ring. I'm trying to tell you.
I think he's confused.
I'm trying to tell you.
I wanted to leave him.
I wanted to leave you, but are you ready?
This is a sick joke.
You can't get enough
for this episode.
Let her upgrade you. What would India do?
Ho! WWID. What would India do? Kick it!
My life was destroyed in a day. I'm 29. My fiance is 37.
Okay.
We have been together 6 years. We are engaged, have a 2-year-old and 4-year-old. I'm 6 weeks pregnant with our third.
Congrats.
We were happy, getting married before the baby, and in the process of buying a house.
Okay.
I found out yesterday that he is cheating with multiple women and has a plenty of fish account. He was having a full-blown relationship with one and talking and hanging out with multiple other females. When I told his mom while I was leaving, I was told that I'm stupid for believing him and I put myself in a bad position by letting myself get pregnant again. Oh. I am destroyed and heartbroken. I feel lost and alone. I just needed to vent. I'm in a new state, 13 hours away from my friends and family. listen here.
If she had a landline phone, she could call back and talk to her friends.
At least you hadn't bought the house together yet, because that's one thing you don't have to worry about.
It's true.
Separating. Second, it's never too late for you to start over.
You said that last week too. You sure did. That's your new thing.
So be done. Don't let that lady call you stupid. Call her stupid for raising a shitty son. Okay? I'm sorry. I don't know what to say about the third baby that you're pregnant with, but you know, it's not gonna be an easy journey. But I definitely wouldn't stick around and wait for him to fix it. I wouldn't wait for him to do any grand gestures.
There we go. He's about to pull out a grand gesture for all his kids.
But he might not. He might not.
But see, it's crazy though. If you got 3 kids, man, and you uprooted your family and moved your wife 13 hours away from any of her people, and you left her there with her 3 kids, with 2 kids and 1 on the way to raise, I can't respect that. I can't respect any grand gesture that you might do. If you uproot a woman and she agrees to move with you, and you out here just cheating on her, and while she's at the house raising the kids, man, that's not respectable. I can't get down with that.
No, I would just go ahead and get a lawyer, girl.
Yeah.
Just go ahead,
make it easy on yourself. Because you're 29 and you probably look good. Them kids probably made you look thick some. So go out there and find you somebody else. With 3 kids,
why
might be a little difficult.
Be based on that? Maybe she's not thick.
Well, if she ain't thick, she might got a good personality. She might got a good personality. What you saying?
It has nothing to do with nothing.
If she want to get back out there and start dating again, it got a lot to do with a lot. She doesn't need to
get back there and start dating. She needs to go heal. And she needs to go figure out her life. She has to figure out how she needs to get away from this man. Okay? That's the last thing she needs to be thinking about is another man.
Queen, once you heal,
figure out what you can do to support your 3 kids.
Once you
heal, don't need to find you a man to help you support 3 kids. I would focus on you yourself figuring out a way to support the 3 kids on your own. Because at this point, you don't even know what type of dad he's gonna be once you guys separate. Give him that ring back. Actually, don't give it. Sell it.
Oh, y'all ain't even y'all engaged. Y'all ain't even married. She said that.
Yeah, that's the fiance.
Oh, you gotta do nothing but leave then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just leave.
Stop the presses. You're okay. Drive your ass back them 13 hours. Stay with your mom. If you got some family, some relatives that'll help you out. And go ahead and cut ties with cuz. Put them on child support. Get a little money, man. You good. You don't have anything to worry. I know it's WWID, but knock, knock. Let me in. Here I come.
Nobody asked you to come. Nobody.
Let go, baby.
Nobody asked you.
You good. You 29. You still, man, you got plenty of time. Plenty. As long as you don't turn into an old lady overnight, you're good. Anything else you want to add?
I'm tired of you talking.
Anything else you want to add?
I'm tired of you talking. I would say this. If you have not been to school yet or anything like that, find some sort of program, because they have continuing educations or whatever. They have continuing education programs for adults and stuff like that, or just find you something that you want to do. I will say this.
Talk about it.
It's hard with stay-at-home moms. I don't know what this young lady is, but she may be a stay-at-home mom. And when the divorce topic comes up, it does make you have extreme anxiety, because it's well, what am I going to do? I haven't been working. And that's why you also see a lot of stay-at-home moms with their own businesses, because they at least have something to fall back on. So if you don't have that, then I would go ahead and start looking for some sort of program that I could start. I know a lot of times even those type of programs have financial assistance, student loans, or whatever the case may be. But find you something. If you're not already doing nothing, if you're not working, because I would imagine we know families that have multiple kids, and there has never been a time where all of them have been in daycare at the same time. Some kind of way they have figured it out for either the mom to stay home with at least one of the kids, or the dad to stay at home with at least 1 or 2 of the kids. You know what I'm saying? So
daycare break your pockets down. You hear me?
The friends that we know that have 3, 4 kids, there has never been a time where they've paid for childcare for all of those kids.
Man, at that point, I gotta sell a kidney or something, because God bless.
It's either a stay-at-home mom or some kind of way they've made some sort of arrangement so that they're not paying for all them kids to go to school at the same time, especially if they're young children, which her children are young.
She said, yeah, she gave you the age.
So that would be the only thing. I would figure that shit out and I'd be out the door.
Yeah, man, you ain't got to stay and put up with that. You 29, man, you ain't even married. You a fiance. Leave. Dip. Peace. India. Tell the people where they can find you.
India.Marie on Instagram. I have news. So I'm still working on my Pilates certification.
You scared me at first. You're nervous.
But I officially have a job. So I'll be teaching.
Hold on.
Boy, shut up.
Thank you, God.
I'll be teaching.
God is the greatest.
On Wednesdays. For now, this is my only class until they decide to give me more. But I'll be teaching on Wednesdays at 4:30.
Please come out.
At WWID Pilates on the east side. So if you want to join me, this is my first week, with my first consistent full class. I actually looked online this morning. Right now, there's 4 spots left open in the class. So yeah, 4:30 every Wednesday at WWID Pilates, East Nashville.
What are we talking about? Thank you. That girl got to it. That's what you do. You get to it. You apply. You focus yourself, and you get to it. You did it. I remember for the whole year you were stressed out. I'm missing everything. You and Blake going everywhere without me. She was just arguing. That's what was part of her problem with me. Me and Blake would do. You going to another pumpkin patch? I want to go to a pumpkin patch.
Shut up. Anyways, on Thursdays, I'll also be teaching. It'll either be at 6 or 7, but that's not my class. That is what I'll be doing for my apprentice hours for. So for my Thursday time slots, I'll just be taking 1 or 2 people at a time. So if you want to do that and want more individual attention, reach out to me. Like I said, I'm not spending a lot of time on social media over the next month. But reach out to me. I'll check my DMs periodically, and I'll just give you. I don't want to give you my number because I don't like giving people my number, but I will give you my number for this purpose.
Hit me up, 901.
He has no right to give out my number.
I will give it to you.
So just know that if he gives you my number and you text me, I'm probably not going to respond because that ain't how you do business, because he's not the one teaching Pilates. I'm your boy. I'm the one teaching Pilates.
But I'm y'all boy, though.
He's not the one. Actually, y'all know what?
I show love.
I had a situation where somebody wanted me to do something. Okay?
Oh, man.
Somebody wanted me to do something, and this person reached out to Barrett. Barrett did not even come to me and check with me.
I thought it was a great opportunity. I'm sorry.
Barrett automatically told this person yes.
I'm sorry. I thought it was a great opportunity.
So when the opportunity comes to me, and Barrett has told me that this person reached out to him, and he had already told me that I could do it.
Lesson learned.
I said, well, go back to him and tell him no.
Lesson learned. Fellas, do not agree.
What do you mean? I've already told him yes. You didn't ask me first.
Yeah.
Furthermore, I don't respect that person now because you don't speak for me. I speak for myself.
You don't respect me, you mean?
No, the person.
No, I think they did it right. I think they did the business right.
They did not do it right.
Almost.
Because I have my own business. I have my own
I understand why they did it, though.
And
I understand.
It does not make sense. If this is a business opportunity, you talk to me. Until Barrett becomes my manager.
It's never happening.
Then you talk to me.
I cannot manage anybody with this type of attitude. I will not be any type of manager. But
so again, if you reach out to Barrett and say, "Hey, I want to do Pilates with India," reach out to me.
I got you.
You don't. I'm telling y'all right now, that is not how I move. If you want to get in touch with me,
but let me tell you though.
Get in touch with me.
But let me tell you why a lot of people do that though. First of all, it was a man. Man contacts another man and then speaks, not being chauvinistic, but speaks to me like, hey, I want to ask about your wife to come do an XYZ. I was like, oh man, I think she'd be happy to do it. I think I did give him her number to reach out to her, but by that time, I'd already said, oh yeah, man, I think she'd be happy to do it. I probably already said, yeah, she'd be happy to do it. But in his defense, he was coming to me as a man before He asked my wife. Because as a man, sometimes that's what we do. I'm not gonna go straight to another man's wife and say, hey, I want you to come, I don't know, teach a class on Pilates real fast. You cool with that? I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna go ask Meredith to do some physical therapy on my partner before I go talk to JP first.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because actually JP has reached out to me before saying, hey, I might want to have you on the podcast.
I'm just playing.
Hey, I might want to have you on the podcast or whatever to talk about like she did her thing.
But,
like he has reached out to me before because it's professional. Not only that, it's not like nobody has access to my email address.
Okay.
Anybody can find my email address. You go to Instagram, it's right there. So if you're not trying to get my number, you don't have to try to get my number. You can send me an email just like everybody else.
Touche, I understand it, right? At the same time, I also get why some men or some people move like that. Because they want to show respect to the other man as an individual before they reach out to his woman. I get it.
Like I said,
do the same thing. Hey, man, I'm about to holler at India to ask her to come teach Pilates. Got a little thing I want to do. It's cool with you? Oh, like, yeah, man, do your thing. Hit her up. That's what I'm gonna do now.
Then even with
I messed up then. I didn't know.
Even like people have asked me before, like, hey, like I don't want to handle no business for Barrett. Like people have asked me before, like, hey, can Barrett do a logo for me? Or like, can Barrett like DJ for me?
I mean, you gotta say that. I pointed over there too.
And I would be like, I don't know, ask him. Ask him. I'll give him a heads up. But you need to take care of that with him because that's something that he does. I don't do that and I'm not his manager. Unless he asks me to handle that, unless he specifically says, like, hey, can you set this up for me? I'm not going to do it. The only thing that I step in and do things for is for his business.
Yeah, but that's your job though. That's a job. Like that's what you do.
So anything else outside of that, when it comes to like creativity, like any of his like creative endeavors, that's his stuff. And I feel like my stuff is my stuff.
But once again, I thought I was helping. Something I learned. I didn't know. In my mind, the whole time I was helping. Because at the time she was trying to she did her thing, like out, bubbling, boom, boom. So I'm like, oh yeah, man, every opportunity that I thought was a good opportunity, I would say yeah to it on her behalf, not really thinking like, damn, I should probably check with her first because my mind like, oh, let's go, hustle mode. You know what I mean? So yeah, I messed up.
And let me run this back because I don't want to be like, that was the only reason why I said no. I really couldn't do it.
She couldn't do it.
And he didn't know because he didn't ask me.
She couldn't do it. And that was my bad. I keep saying what you want me to say, man.
So anyway,
what you want me to say right now?
Like I said, I'll be teaching Pilates at Will Body's Pilates.
Hit me up for a phone number.
Don't do that. Because if I want you to have my number, I'll give it to you.
It's going to be on that billboard. Just in case I mess up. Grand gesture. Tell them where else they can find you beside Pilates. Anything else you want to say?
No, I'm done.
You can find me at BLove1911 on all social platforms. Be sure to follow She and I Podcast on Instagram. Leave us a message. Tell us your story. We want to hear them. We'll read them. She and I Podcast at gmail.com. We love to hear from you. Go to YouTube. Subscribe. Like an episode, leave us comments, we respond, we talk back. I talk more than she talks. Hit me up and she'll talk back too. Anyway, all of that is right there. Review it.
How about this?
5 stars, nothing less.
Every time y'all listen, because I can see the YouTube numbers and people, it got to be the same group of people that watch on YouTube.
And I appreciate
because the numbers
y'all.
are around the same every week. So for the people that watch on YouTube, every time you watch, share it with somebody new. Be like, hey, I think you should check this video out.
You know what else? So we're going to do something, man, real special, man. Just for like, I want to do another live show so bad, man. But COVID is out there. So I be trying to be respectful to her. But I've been itching to do one. Coming soon, man. Small venue, maybe 30 people. I'm running it. It's coming. Be ready. In the meantime, in between time, it's been real. It's been fun. I out.